This is the Loop Gear SK05 Pro, a versatile and efficient pro-level flashlight, and let me tell you why. Let's do this. What's going on? Loadout EDC, back at it again. We've got the Loop Gear SK05 right here and the Loop Gear SK03. The SK03 is a flashlight that I'll be covering in another video, but I just wanted to show it side by side with the newest addition in the SK line with Loop Gear. So right here we have the Loop Gear SK05 Pro. Let me just go over some of the basic features of this flashlight. For one, it has a spotlight that's as bright as 1300 lumens at its brightest setting, and a floodlight that's capable of up to 3060 lumens at its brightest setting. It's capable of up to 405 meters of throw. It's equipped with a quick release battery compartment that holds two 18650 batteries that are 4000 milliamp hours. It's also capable as a 20 watt fast charging power bank with a USB-C port here on the side that's capable of input charging to charge up the 18650s, as well as an output for your cell phone or any electronics. The SK05 is roughly 4 inches tall and 2 inches wide, and it's about 8 ounces, give or take. So next we'll go over some of the basic features. It has a rotary dial lockout switch with a push button to activate it. Currently it's in its lockout state. You can easily switch it to the flood mode, spot mode, and the side light mode. What may be good or bad to some people is it doesn't automatically activate the light whenever you switch it into this mode, preventing people from blinding themselves or blinding others whenever they're using this flashlight. It's just nice to put it in the state and then turn the flashlight on. I think that's much better than having it automatically activate. Although once you do press the button to turn it on, it will automatically activate the other lights from there. So as you can see, this is a flashlight that has both spot and floodlight capabilities. It's awesome to have 2-in-1 like that in a flashlight. And really it's only about double the size of a typical flashlight, but the cool part about it is you have both of them in a flashlight, including the side light. With that being said, having a palm-sized flashlight that's capable of doing both functions right at the hand is an awesome thing to have, as well as having this little side light capability that is very practical. So let's go over some of the basic features of this flashlight. Obviously the lockout mode. Once you put it into the floodlight mode, press to turn it on, press and hold to go through the 3 light settings, double tap for turbo, and triple tap for flashing, which will activate both lights. Another cool capability of this flashlight is if it's off but in one of the non-lockout modes, if you press and hold on the flashlight, you're going to get turbo mode on both of the lights, which is an awesome little feature. So you can have a nice throwing flashlight with a good floodlight around that as well. Now going into the spotlight, it's the same thing as the floodlight. You press to turn it on and press and hold for the 3 light settings of low, medium, and high. Double tap for turbo and triple tap and you get both lights. Now with the side light, something that I haven't pointed out yet is when you turn this rotary dial switch, it has a great little feature that shows you the battery indicator on the side, that blue light right there that fills up the bar. That's showing you how much battery you have left in this flashlight. So that's a feature that I've never seen on a flashlight on the market. I think that's a really cool feature to have. It's very easy to see. All right, how much battery do I have? Whether it's for a charging bank or for the flashlight itself, it's just awesome to be able to know without guessing. This is a very futuristic flashlight. I think it's pretty revolutionary, something that you haven't seen before in any other kinds of flashlight. Yeah, there might be similar capabilities like having a spot or a flood or a side light, but this has everything that you could need plus more. Now going over some of the features on the side light, you're gonna press to turn it on. This currently is in its standard mode, which is just a neutral white color. Press and hold for the brightness, double tap to change functions. This is RGB mode. You have it glowing in and out. This is a little trickle effect, a little droplet effect. RGB of the full array of colors, or as what some people call it, unicorn vomit, and triple tap for the police lights. That's an awesome feature. This could be something that's really useful for police officers, law enforcement, just to use as like a guiding flashlight. Now when you're in the RGB mode, you're just gonna tap and hold and that will change the color of the light as well as any of the other settings. This is the glowing, so you're gonna get glowing RGB. Now you're going to get that little waterfall of RGB and then the droplets, any color there. And this is now speeding up and slowing down the RGB or unicorn vomit. Now let me go over some of my favorite things of this flashlight. Something that I noticed right off the bat is it's a perfect palm size flashlight. Very ergonomic, fits well in an average size hand. I have a little bit larger of a hand, but it does fit pretty well in my hand. Even with my hands being a little bit larger, it is just a nice, comfortable flashlight. Another great thing is I pocket this flashlight at work. It really does fit well in one of my front pockets. It's awesome to carry every day. Not something I'd want to carry with sweatpants, but a jacket or cargo pants, even in a pouch or a backpack. I actually have this featured in another video in a pouch because of the power bank capabilities of being able to charge my phone with this, as well as using it as a flashlight. It is very versatile in that case. The next thing is this is really a cool looking light, very advanced technology. They've definitely put a lot of work in it. Hats off to Loop Gear for making such an awesome light like this. Next, the SK05 has a nice magnetic base with a silicone backing here, so you're not scratching any metallic surfaces. And this also doubles as a nice grip for whenever it's trying to hold on as a magnet. It's not going to end up sliding around because it has that silicone grip. Another thing that's not seen in a lot of other flashlights like this. Next off, having 3 light capabilities, that is an awesome feature with RGB. Sometimes it really can be useful to have different color lights, having a red light to keep your night vision. I really like the amber light as well as the neutral white color. Having all of these capabilities in one flashlight is very nice. The UI is great on this flashlight. The rotary dial is really nice. I rarely have any instances where the light goes out of lockout mode. If it does, it's never activated the light itself. It's just flipped out of lockout mode when I'm pulling it out of my pocket. Sometimes my pants will catch on this dial and flip it once, maybe twice, but for the most part, I've seen it in this mode, but it's never actually activated the light. With other flashlights, I've had them burn up in my pocket, and I've really had to worry about carrying something like that in my pocket. But this light, I'm really not worried about it, and I'll check every once in a while, and the thing has never been activated. So that, along with the excellent UI, is very beneficial. The battery indicator is definitely the best that I've seen in the industry. The fact that it has the 2 combo lights that can be used at the same time, awesome feature to have. All you have to do is press and hold and you're getting turbo of both lights right off the bat. And lastly, there's a lot of different options with the RGB that can pretty much take you everywhere. Now, I only have 2 cons with this flashlight. One thing is the brightest setting on the side light in the neutral white mode. It's kind of dim, and I wish it was a little bit brighter. I tend to use this early in the morning when I just need a little bit of light, but sometimes it's really not enough light. I'd like to see this a little bit brighter in future models or any new production that they develop. It's not a make or break, but it's definitely something that I'd like to see a little bit brighter. At its brightest setting, I would almost want that at its dimmest setting. Another thing is that I have not been able to test the pocket clip because mine didn't come with a pocket clip. I'm not sure if they come with the pocket clip standard or if you're supposed to buy that separate, except Loop Gear did send this flashlight to me. It's something for me to test out. So mine didn't have the pocket clip, but I think it'd be very practical to have a pocket clip that you could hang on a backpack or your pants or anything that has a strap. I think the pocket clip would be very handy. That just goes right here. Now, putting the Loop Gear SK05 to the SK03, I think these lights really complement each other well. You have a nice small size flashlight right here. I love the little glow in the flashlight that you get once you turn the light off. On the SK03, it has those E-tritium side lights that you can use, and I feel like they're brighter than the side light on the SK05. Having the little knife on the SK03 is really practical. With the variety of uses that you can use the SK03 with the angles and the magnets, I think this really has it, but really having both of these is a good combination to have. The SK03 is a little bit smaller, it can be pocketable, but the SK05 has so many more capabilities that I see myself carrying this much more and using this more when I need it, especially with the variety of angles that you can use this flashlight. You're stuck to one fixed angle with the SK05, which is totally understandable. I love the flashlight, but this definitely beats it in that category. And now with the SK03, you do have to swap out the diffusers to get different colors. I really like the fact that this just has the RGB built in and you have it right there ready to go. This is a nice little protective barrier that you get with these little diffusers, but I really don't see myself swapping them out that often. Usually I carry the red on this flashlight, but lately I've been just rocking the regular neutral color. Overall, I think everyone who's in the flashlight realm, you've got to pick up both of these. I think the SK03 and the SK05 are such unique designs. They're such awesome little pieces of equipment. I think they're very durable, but yet elegant. Like, I just think that overall, they're very industrial and like Star Wars-like, very techy and futuristic. something that you just don't see in a lot of lights out there. Some people like them to be really simple and robust, but like you really can't go wrong with something like this. I just think this is definitely like flashlight eye candy. Now let me know if you have any questions about these two flashlights. Again, this is really only for the Loop Gear SK05, but I also wanted to show a little side by side so people who had the SK03 could get a little bit of a comparison between the two of them. I will be going into more detail in a future video on the SK03 and the great features that this has. If you like this video, please leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you want to see anything in future videos, please let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.